this is a day 2 update on Etheria restart. As you can see, it's snowing outside as usual, so people have to kill their time by fighting with animuses. Basically, that's what Etheria restart is. And my name here is Khalid, after the Heroes of Might and Magic 3 hero, as well as Hero of Chaos. Well, Chaos hero. On day 1, after completing day 1, the absolute minimum that I recommend doing on the first day of the playthrough is reaching level 15. On day 2, the absolute minimum I recommend is reaching level 20. Okay? And there are reasons for it. Reason is that you can unlock chapter 7, but this is not the point. The point is rather that if you go to the challenge, you'll understand. So basically everything is unlocked here. Level 25 is kind of a long shot, and it doesn't matter if you unlock it on day 2, on day 3 or whenever. And Eternal Rally is an extremely long shot. So level 25 is kind of healthy, but you can, or level 20 is kind of healthy, 20, 21, 22, it depends. But level 15 is a must, because you can unlock Shell Story, where you cast dice basically. The way how you play this, by the way, is that you have these green dice, and you keep them until you get something that you badly want. So here, I might badly want this thing, but I think I'm gonna get enough of these orbs to get all the 7. So this is gonna be straightforward. Usually what I do is that as soon as I see another green dice within 6, then I just select that number and I go to the other green location, thereby extending my move. Sometimes I trade this for a double roll, because double roll green dice, well, they are kind of convertible. Not exactly, but almost. So these are the two things that I normally recommend, and then you have to play this already on day 1, that's why you had to reach level 15. Cubic game, same thing. Now, it may happen for you that you have something else on day 1, some other games, but most likely it's Cubic game and Shell Story. Who knows? It could be Infinity Train, it could be Dreamscape, it could be anything, or even new modes. Now, these are the things that are gonna be unlocked among the challenges, and this is fine. Now, level 20 will unlock better investigation farming, and afterwards, reaching chapter 8 is gonna be a long shot, or chapter 9, so it's absolutely fine. How can you determine which level you get to? It's like you have stamina refills that I'm hoarding right now. I'm choosing to hoard all these stamina refills for 2x events. This is normal, and I think I will have a shot at least one 2x event in the next couple of weeks. Sometime in next week, the week after, whenever, within these 30 days. So I'm gonna hoard the stamina and I'll unlock all the stamina at that time. And by the way, bear in mind that you'll be able to farm better things in the future than now, because right now we're still kind of weak. And the other thing that I can do is purchase as many of these as possible. I've purchased 4 already, I have 6 more. The first purchase is a must, it's just 60 hydrocrystals, and then the subsequent ones are 100 each. So some people say refresh them all, other people say okay, refresh most of them. I would say, given that in these 30 days we need to maximize our chances of getting good enough gear, it's doing all 10 is not the worst thing in the world that you can do. But if you refresh 7 times, 8 times, 6 times, that also works. Now, let's go to the Animus area. And this is gonna be all that I have for the next couple of days, unless I get really, really lucky. So Lian is the basic hero. I'm considering resetting her at the end. I'm not 100% sure if I will, because right now I don't have a better damage dealer in the long run, SSR damage dealer at least. So she may stay, she may not stay, we will see. Freya came from the banner. This is not randomized, this is basically the main banner. You summon 80 times and that's it. Tsukiyomi is the only random element of the account so far. So basically what happened was that she was the first random SSR that I picked. And she's doing quite well, she's quite synergic with the rest of the team, and she helps me with PvE as well. Now, I regretted starting building Sanya. And this start is not that much... Oh, did I at all? Then I didn't regret anything. I thought that she consumed at least one of the purple lattices, but she didn't. So then I didn't regret anything, because the thing is that most likely instead of Sanya, I will use Plume, because I managed to pull her in from the banner. You know, this week for the next 6-7 days there is gonna be Plume, but you need the yellow summoning discs for it. Not the purple, not the regular one, but the yellow Animus prototypes. And each of the yellow Animus prototypes cost 300, and the purple ones cost 100. So I think getting her early was super important because it's a guaranteed unit. And this implies as well that I will have a chance, if you check out my inventory, here it is, I will have a chance to select Lily or Lilium at this stage. If I selected Lilium, this would imply that I know who's my main damage dealer is gonna be, but then the problem is Lilium may be a trap for some people, because she's mostly effective when you have dupes as well as 555 or 455 skills, which is basically all the perfect lattices that you can potentially get throughout the 1 month. So would you do this, would you not do this? Good question. I think I will set her for Lily, because she's the key to a lot of progression in a lot of places. And this would mean that I have Lily, Freya, also Tsukiyomi helping. Liam is the damage dealer for now. It's not the end of the world, except for some modes like Doki Doki Aurora. I mean, I'm not that happy. But anyway, so you see that once we use it, we can select one of them. So this is basically for logging in. Most likely it's gonna be Lily as with everyone. So these are the units, and I have more than enough units to build for now, which means that I will stop summoning. Now, I will eventually build Sanya as a backup, but she's not my first priority, because my first priority is Plume for healing and other things. I will build Valerian. I managed to pull 2 copies of her in the regular summon so far. I will build her as like 555 sooner than later, because she unlocks quite a lot of things also PvE wise, and PvP wise, as long as I don't have a good team, she's gonna be perfect. By the way, it's a good question whether you go for a single SSR without dupes, without duplicates, and with that single SSR you just basically do absolutely nothing but max out the prowesses as much as possible without many lattices. Or you go for SRs with 5 duplicates unlocked and all the purple lattices, like 555 skills. And I think the latter one is kind of competitive with the SSR without the resources that are obviously a lot more scarce. So I would expect that after 30 days we will have quite a few SR characters competing with SSR characters, and some people will choose the SR character route. I'm considering the same. So these are the units. I mean, I will get rid of Kashi sooner or later, because there is no reason, objective reason to build Kashi. Valerian is fine, Plume is fine, and well, Grey as a backup of a backup, who knows if I don't have anything better to do, maybe. And other than that, Oboro no way, Victor very unlikely, Chigaki very unlikely at this stage. Maybe Kraken sooner or later, but is not my main priority. And look at this though, I have my second dupe already. Extra accuracy, and amazing. So you have all these units. I will need to build Marvel for sure. So it's gonna be a busy 30 days. And it will require a lot of XP. And so far these are the units that I work with. Or I don't work with. Only the top 8. And Plume sooner or later that I will start building at least for now. Now, the name of the game is PvE, and right now I have everything I need to make progress in PvE. Which means that I will stop summoning. The reason why I stop summoning is that next week there is gonna be a new banner, and there may be some lattice events and SSR selectors in a few weeks latest. So it makes sense to just at this stage, once you have enough units, it makes sense to just hoard all the Animus prototypes in the summoning and just refuse to summon. I mean, what's the point? Here is the permanent summon. Let's see, where is the pity? 23, so I might get yet another SSR. You know what? It makes sense to go for one more round for the pity. And after that one round, I think we can basically call it a day. I will start summoning, by the way, like already this week. So I think we can call it a day, because afterwards we'll just go for events. That's a purple one, got another SR only. So it would make sense, because if you do this, then you take the best chances of events, and this coupled with the option of getting a Lily, for example, or a Lilium, it's like a 0.5% chance, or 0.25, let's see, what is the base drop rate? 0.75, base drop rate 0.25, and out of that 0.25, basically you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, which means that it's like 1/10 of it approximately, so it's like 0.025 or 0.03% per unit. But you need to know which unit you're gonna get so that you can take an informed decision on the selector. Even if it's not a yellow or purple unit, even then, you may need to know what kind of unit you picked and which other unit synergizes with it. So this is more information. I'm just going for more information. I'm summon one by one at the moment because I don't have 10 pools at the moment. It's another purple. Amazing. Obol. Obol is one of the broken units. Both for PvP and PvE, I will have to build Obol. I didn't have Obol, unfortunately, so it was time to build Obol as well. If you know what you're doing, then Obol is gonna be super strong, but unfortunately there are no duplicates yet. And yes, I have managed to summon 210 times in total. Like yellow prototypes, purple prototypes included, so far in the first 2 days, and I've spent 3000 diamonds or hydro crystals on the plumes banner or plume banner so that I can basically get a guaranteed plume. So that's where we are right now. And on day 1, you know, level 15 is mandatory. On day 2, level 20 is mandatory. Meanwhile, you collect everything you have here. And as you can see also in the hyperlink charter, basically the bottleneck right now is Hard 3 Taromaton here and Hard 3 Taromaton here. I think I'm gonna get there relatively soon, latest after finishing the 7th chapter with Liam and others as well, because I've managed to level up their gear. That's why I only have like less than 1 million silver. And here level 20 is gonna be easy. Hard Kururu one time, it's gonna be not straightforward but close to it. One more thing that I wanted to demo is the events and the Lingluo event, which is, where is it? 7-day commission, there you go. So in the 7-day commission, these were the missions. They were super easy. Clear chapter 4, easy. Upgrade stars one time, easy. Upgrade skill, easy. Empower module 10 times, super easy. And threshold boss heart 1 or above 10 times, super easy at this stage. You're supposed to beat hard 1 on day 2. I'm fighting with hard 3 right now. So day 1 is extremely easy if you play until level 15. Day 2 is extremely easy no matter what. I think it's gonna, day 5 and day 7 are gonna throw some curveballs, or maybe just day 5. You can see my other video on day 7. And one more thing about Animus Reconfigure. There are 5 attempts to be used, and it ends in 5 days, 14 hours. The first one is free, the rest of them are not necessarily free, because Hydra crystals are required, you can see. So here you can select, for example, Yen, and you're gonna get this thing back that I just added this perfect lattice because of progression. It doesn't hurt to get this back. All development materials are refunded, and you can invest this to other animuses. So this is an excellent thing on week 1. We need to decide this by the end of Wednesday. So end of day 7, you have to know whether you reset or not reset. By the way, the reason why it's worth resetting is that once again, here is the event, there is plumes. And there is an event in Plume, the prowess up, which is activate the animal prowess of a corresponding animus to claim an exclusive perfect lattice or multiple of it. Ascend Plume's animal prowess to 1 phases. So you go and prowess to 1 phases, whatever that means. So eventually I'll level up all 3. This is done, and unfortunately it's not obvious, so I will need to experiment with it on my other account, because these are levels, these are not phases, right? So it's summoning, you will sooner or later know which one to level up. I think Plume is gonna be a 4-5-5 character, because you want the extra speed, you don't necessarily want the skill 1 maxed, but you just want the speed. And then skill 2, skill 3 is usually the way to go. So here what this means exactly, we're still yet to see. Ascend Plume's animal prowess to 1 phases, 2 phases, 3 phases, and whether this is plural or singular, I would love to see more details on this. As soon as I know what exactly is at stake, then I will have to reset Leon, and after resetting Leon, I will have to put this into Plume, like all the lattices that I have by the end of the first week, get the extra lattices, and if I want to rebuild Leon, fine, I will put the lattices back to Leon, not a problem. But given this is week 1, you should put all your lattices into Plume at this stage to get more lattices back. And this also means that I think we need to push as far as possible. So now that I have Plumes, I think that I'm gonna go all the way to the 10 energy refills maximum, so that I reach Ember Track as quickly as possible, because there I can get some lattices, and Ethernet Rally as within 5 days for sure, so by the end of the first week. That's gonna be a long shot because of level 40. I don't know if it's feasible at all. I will have to check my previous videos whether level 40 is attainable at all, because if it's attainable, we can get perfect lattice fragments from Ethernet Rally. So this is what I'm thinking right now. And yes, the background is a bit flickery at the moment. Hopefully it's not gonna be a problem. I don't know what is going on with this client. I restarted my computer, but it's still sometimes eating up more memory than it should. I didn't have this problem in the past. This is a bit weird. Anyway, so this has been the progress so far on day 2. And I think the account is in a good enough position even without a lot of luck involved. So my path right now is luck proof, more or less luck proof, and I just have to build the proper units properly and spend my resources optimally for this 1 month. And the end of the 1 month, if I do everything properly, I'll deplete my account fully. That's why I approach this game a bit differently than my main account. So we will see how this will unfold. If you have any advice on how to proceed with this account, write it in the comments, because every account is different and you may have more experience than me. In that case, I'm happy to follow your advice as well. But other than that, I think the account is in a good enough shape, thanks to the events that happen during the launch or relaunch.